saying how to deal with being somebody who has a pure heart, just somebody who God highly favors. How do you deal with that, especially when you feel like you're being isolated, you don't fit in, people don't understand you, people don't get you? And a lot of people are saying in my video, I'm so lonely, it feels like a curse, I'm by myself. How do I handle this? And I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about me, and then I'm just gonna open you up to this new revelation of what I got as well. So in the beginning, it was very annoying and frustrating, especially like when you meet people, it don't work out, or somebody feel jealous or intimidated by you, or you just seeing people like they don't know how to approach you. So for in the beginning, it was okay, but over time, it felt like a curse, because a lot of times you're gonna feel like, why can't anything work out, or why can't I be around people? Why is it always that I'm isolated? But people are always coming to you for help though. But other than that, it's like you never have your own solid circle. It's always just you and God. So after so long, you'll probably feel like God don't like you. Like, why is everybody else getting to be around other people or have relationships or have a group of friends, but it's just you? So I felt the same way, lonely, frustrated, irritated. And I'm going to tell you what the biggest insult is. The biggest insult is when you meet so many people that tell you, you different. You ain't like everybody else. You special. And it's like a compliment at first, but then after a while, it's an insult, because it's like, if I'm so different, then why you don't treat me that way? Why don't I meet people that appreciate me? Come on now. Catch these diamonds. These are the things that you're thinking, because it's like, wait a minute. But the new revelation that I had to get, one thing is this: you will stop feeling lonely and like it's a curse when you start to appreciate God's protection. See, in the beginning, I didn't appreciate it. I was offended by the protection because I didn't realize what it was. You see what I'm saying? And and also when I'm telling you how people say you're different, the reason why you get offended, because why don't people treat you like you different? It's because no matter how different you are, some of them don't have the ability to still be good to people, because they're no good. And this is the revelation that God gave me. Over time, I had to become more mature in understanding of who I am, who you are. Come on now. Just because you're good does not mean people gonna treat you good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people treat you the way that they feel about themselves. See, I love me, and that's why I get on here and speak the word and encourage people, because that's how I feel about myself. I feel good about me, so I'm producing what I feel about me. I produce that and give it to others. You see what I'm saying? That's one revelation. You see what I mean? You have to understand, you're living in a world of people who are fighting their own demons. And you have to be sheltered and protected by that. I'm going to give you something else that I just got. I'm watching Manifest. I started it all over again. The episode that I'm watching on Manifest, this lady said something that gave me a revelation. I said, man, I got to get this out. She said something, if you watch that series, they get these visions and they get these things called the callings. Think about the callings that we have on our life. They say you have a calling on your life. You different, you special. The lady said in the episode, she was like, let me paraphrase. She was just saying that they have a special gift, and it's our job to understand it, and then we're going to use it to weaponize it. See, you have a special gift from God, and this is why God has to protect us. It's like the man in the show where he's trying to protect his son because his son got the strongest gift. Come on now. And they trying to keep them safe, but they want to study them and use it and weaponize. And you have to realize God is trying to keep you safe, because you got to know Satan uses people too, just like God does, right? So God has to keep us away from the enemy. You see, check this out. When you have heavy influence over your life and you have that pure heart, that compassion in your heart like God, Satan is looking for other people in the world that he can use you. I want to weaponize your gift. Because don't you know that the anointing that we carry, the special gifts that we have, Satan can take us and utilize those things too. Why do you think you see these wicked people be so wise? Because they have some gifts too. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. And this is why God has to keep you sheltered. I know you want to be around people, but everybody not safe. Well, let me tell you another thing. I saw in the comments where people are like, how do I meet other chosen ones? How do I, be able to be around other light workers? Why can't we all just, be in our own world? I've seen people say that in the comments. I'm going to tell you something. First off, you are a light worker. How would God spread light amongst darkness if we were all together? For one, how are the blind going to ever be able to see? So we all can't be together. This is why we're spread it out. You may end up meeting a few, but we're not going to all be together. It's not safe, safe like that. We got to be out in the world giving light to those that can't see. That's one thing. Come on now. Catch them diamonds. Never become so lonely that you start to compromise your mind, body, and soul. Because a lot of times people do that. You end up with the wrong people because that emptiness that you have. But like I say, you got to change your perspective. You see what I mean? You're not on punishment. You're being protected. Well, God is lonely. I lost these people. I lost that people. Let me tell you something. Reality is we all gonna lose somebody. Come on. And you got to get back into the real reality. We all gonna lose people. But you got to appreciate the protection, because I didn't appreciate it at first because I didn't understand it. God said you want to trade in your protection for problems, because a lot of times when you're looking at these other people, they in relationships or they had a group of friends. One thing is, God showed me. He said, what is it about these relationships that you really want? Because if you notice, everybody that comes to you, they dealing with problems in their relationship or their friend group. Do you want that? Because they don't really have anything that you would really want. You're going to trade in protection for the problems? And your loneliness will say, well, at least they got people. He said, yeah, but they have a mess. Why they coming to you? Come on now. He said, that's that flesh talking, that loneliness talking. Come on now. And then once I really seen the things that people are going through, and I opened up my eyes, because that flesh and that loneliness can make you compromise. It'll make you compromise your peace, your protection. Because the thing is, humans, we want to have interaction with others. We want to have human affection. Totally understandable. But the reality is, there's not many people you can trust to even lay with. Because you got to understand, if you have a pure heart, you care about how you treat yourself, you care about how you treat others, you got to realize there are millions of people who don't. That's why it ain't safe. You can't just lay next to anybody. People who don't care about their life don't care about ruining yours. This is why I say, pray the prayer that God protect me from myself. And that's what I start praying. Once I started seeing the real issues that people dealt with, and I got out of that loneliness and feeling like I was cursed because God didn't allow me to go through the hell that I was trying to put myself through. For what reason? Just to have company. Come on now. Catch them diamonds. I realized, man, I'm protected and safe. Now, this doesn't mean that I didn't experience life. Yes, I've experienced disappointments, heartbreaks. You know what I'm saying? Setbacks. I've experienced it. You see what I mean? But the thing is, God didn't keep me in it. I was only there long enough to learn. And everything I learned, guess what I'm doing? I'm giving it right back.